So welcome back. This is Dr. Chiranjeevi Manike, Professor and Head of Data Science and Cybersecurity Department, MLR Institute of Technology, as part of our data mining video lecture series. And today we are going to discuss about integration of a data mining system with database and data warehouses. As part of this, and we are going to discuss what is a database and what is a data warehouse. Then we will see the 4 integration schemes in this video lecture. So let us recall what is a database. A database is an organized collection of structured data or a data typically stored electronically in a computer system. So a database is usually controlled by a database management system. In short, we can define a database management system as a collection of interrelated data and set of programs used to manage that data. So that means it's a collection of data and set of programs. So data plus programs. So collection of data and set of programs to manage that data. Managing the data is nothing but retrieving the data, modifying the data, deleting, etc. And there are common types of databases in operation today that is typically modeled in rows and columns, that is in a series of tables to make the processing and the data querying more efficient. So the data that can be easily accessed, managed, modified, updated, controlled and organized easily. And then to access the data or to process or manage the data, the most popular structured query language, that is SQL, is used, that is to write and querying the data. So this is the definition of what is a database, because we are going to discuss how to integrate this database and data warehouse with the data mining systems. And then coming to the data warehouse, there is one book which was published by the Paulraj Ponnaya. Its name is Fundamentals of Data Warehouse for the IT professionals. And then another definition as per the William Inman, who is considered the father of the data warehouse. It allows the data warehouses to deliver this overarching benefits like subject-oriented, integrated, non-volatile and time-variant. So as per this, we could define, based on these characteristics, we could define the data warehouse is a collection, is subject oriented, integrated, non-volatile and a time variant collection of data in the support of management decision making process. So to understand a little more, so let us see the data warehouse architecture. So first introduction lecture I have already covered. I gave one simple example of a data warehouse also. So let us see what are the components in this data warehouse, mainly what are the building blocks in a data warehouse data warehouse. Like as we discussed, there are like the sources of different sources of data, like the sources from the external data and the production, internal data, archived data, etc. The data could be from anywhere, and there will be some staging area before it is moving into the data storage or metadata or data warehouse. So here we can see the data warehouse and also the multidimensional databases and mainly the data mart. Suppose if you sometimes the data which is available is used to manage, so that we could divide the data into the different data marts. Like suppose if you take a college database, and there are different data departments like CSIT, mechanical, EC, etc. So we could manage the data of a particular department as a one data mart, and then after that from the data warehouse, then whatever the data available in the data warehouse could be used for any purpose like information delivery or the data mining or the OLAP purpose, online analytical processing, or the report or query generation purpose. So this is a data warehouse architecture. Then coming to the data integration of the data mining system with the database and the data warehouse system. So what is the purpose of integrating? The data mining system is integrated with the database or a data warehouse system so that it can its tasks it can perform the tasks in an effective manner. So the data mining system operates in an environment, so that needs to communicate with other data systems like database and data warehouse systems. So let us see where this the integration, the schemes, what we are going to discuss today fit in this diagram. Here you can see these are the integration schemes we are going to discuss, and with these integration systems we are schemes we are going to integrate the data. So we are going to integrate the database and the data warehouse systems. Here you can see there are the data is coming from the different sources and the pre-processing before and loading into the data warehouse, and then in between this we have the integration systems. So here we are going to discuss the 4 data integration or the coupling schemes, that is to integrate the data mining system with the database and the data warehouse. So those are like a no coupling and loose coupling, semi-tight coupling and the tight coupling. So let us see one by one what is the purpose and what are the advantages and disadvantages with these the integration or the coupling schemes. The first one is like data no coupling. So no coupling means in this the data mining system will not utilize any functions of a database or a data warehouse system. So in this case the data mining system fetch data from the different sources, and it uses the algorithms, different data mining algorithms to process the data, and it stores the data. It stores in the data in another files. So store the processed information or the data in another files, in other files. Okay, so in this case this data mining system will not rely on any database or a data warehouse system. So it will not utilize any functions of the database or data warehouse system. And let us see what are the drawbacks with this no coupling integration scheme. And we have mainly the 2 drawbacks. One is if the data mining system will not utilize any functions of a database or a data warehouse system, so it has to spend a substantial amount of time, that is in finding, collecting, cleaning and transforming the data. That is one major drawback with this coupling schema. And another drawback, because the database system and the data warehouse systems are having the many tested scalable algorithms and the data structures which are implemented in a database and data warehouse, it may not be useful for the data mining. So that is another drawback with this no coupling system. And the second integration scheme is a loose coupling, where in this case the data mining system uses some facilities or services of a database system or the data warehouse system. So there are some advantages with this, but and also some drawbacks mainly. So one of the main drawback with this loose coupling system is it is difficult to achieve the high scalability and good performance with the large data sets, mainly in the case of large data sets. So because it does not support, like the database systems or the data warehouse systems does not support the scalability for the large data sets. So then this could be considered as one drawback with this loose coupling system. And the third integration scheme is of semi-tight coupling, and in this case the few essential data mining primitives can be provided in the database or a data warehouse system, so that those primitive tasks could be like a sorting, integration, aggregation, histogram analysis, etc., and also some essential statistical measures such as the sum, count, max, minimum, standard deviation, etc. So here we have one advantage with this semi-tight coupling integration schema, that is it enhances the performance of a data mining system, because the data mining system is going to use the primitives, mainly the efficient primitives are being incorporated in the data mining or the data warehousing system. So we could enhance the performance of a data mining system with this integration scheme. And the fourth one, that is tight coupling. That means the data mining system is completely one functional component of this information system. So it is data mining system is smoothly integrated into the database or the data warehouse system. So the data mining queries and the functions are optimized based on the mining query analysis and data structures, indexing schemes, and query processing methods of both the systems of a data warehouse and the database systems. So this is about, and let us summarize before we end this session. So in this data mining video lecture, we have discussed about the integration of our data mining with the database systems and the data warehouse system. So here we discussed the four integration or the coupling schemes like the no coupling, loose coupling, and the semi-tight coupling and the tight coupling. So the no coupling, because the data mining system is nowhere related, it will not rely on the database or the data warehousing system. And then coming to the second, loose coupling system, that is better than the no coupling system, because the primitives could be implemented in the data mining and the data warehousing system. And then coming to the third one, that is a semi-tight coupling system, it enhances the data mining functionalities because the few primitives being implemented in this data warehouse and database management system. And the fourth last one is that is a tight coupling system, that is a uniform information processing environment. So thank you for watching our videos. We'll come up with the next video.